1. Consider the probable reality that all time is simultaneous.
So much of the creative process is about curiosity. It's having an idea, a thought, a question, and following it to see where it leads. The problem I face a lot of the time is when I start with a destination in mind. Now that's true of any creative project, but it's especially true when I'm out shooting photos or filmmaking around my city. I have an idea for a shot, I drive there, I shoot it, and I come home. But how much am I missing on the journey when I don't leave the room and the flexibility to be curious? What a view. I've been finding one interesting way to combat this destination-oriented thinking, especially in my creative work. It's super practical, kind of funny. It's just to travel differently, especially if you're going to shoot something, photography or film. But even if you're just searching for inspiration or trying to find an idea for a project, it's so much easier to follow your curiosity wherever it leads. If you're on a walk or you're on a skateboard that maybe you haven't used in a lot of years, or even if you're on public transit, I feel like your brain is just operating differently than if you're in a car. Again, in a car, you're leaving with the destination in mind, and you don't have a lot of flexibility on the journey to get there. I think this is the reason that when we travel, it's so easy to think that the city that you're traveling to is an immediate source of inspiration. I think it's just because when we get there, we're often taking public transit, we're biking around, we're taking the train. You're seeing a new city, yes, but also from a whole different perspective, a whole different lens. I think you can actually have that same experience you have when you're traveling in your own city. You just have to be intentional. Now for me, e-biking has been that intentional choice to travel differently. And I've been e-biking for about 4 years now. This bike is from Emmo bikes. They're the sponsor of this video. Emmo is a Canadian e-bike company based in Toronto with over 200 dealers across Canada. They make a huge variety of affordable and solid electric bikes, all of which are UL certified and use safe seal gel-seated technology in their batteries, which is designed to improve safety and durability. This one they sent me is the VMO Pro. I've been using it for the last couple weeks, and it is honestly such a solid choice for anyone looking to buy their first e-bike. The super low step-through design makes it easy to hop on and off. It has a torque sensor, which means the harder you pedal, the more the motor will help you. What that prevents is the jolt that can sometimes come with other models when the motor kicks in. They have a clean color display on all their bikes. It gives you information and also connects to an app for navigation. Again, I've been loving this bike so far. Thanks to Emmo for sponsoring this video. So if creativity is all about following curiosity, this is exactly the reason that you should try using something other than a car to get around. So I'm biking along this path and I'm seeing things that I've never seen before, or at least I never would have seen it from the road. This specific spot is tucked away behind the trees from the road and you can only see it from the bike path. Now I saw this spot on a previous bike ride and I took out my camera, shot some footage and some photos here. And it's places like this all over the city. Little spots tucked away from the road you would never find otherwise. In fact, there's not really a parking lot anywhere nearby here, so it's not even accessible by car. It's little spots that might spark a little bit of inspiration. It might give you your next idea for your next project. It's nothing huge, it's not going to change the game, but it might just pull your curiosity a little bit further along every time. One of the biggest differences I always notice when I'm biking is how easy it is to always get the shot. When you're driving and you notice something cool, turning around is probably not worth it. Trying to find parking and walk there is probably not worth it. So you just keep going, you miss that shot, and maybe you'll get the next one. When you're biking though, you don't have that excuse. So you stop as soon as you notice something cool, as soon as you're inspired by something, you can always get the shot. Now, of course, the destination is important. It's probably the most important part. The location you're going to shoot, the thing you're trying to create, the final result. It has to be good. You still have to get there. But I've just been realizing that curiosity rarely shows up when you're rushing from one destination to the next. It shows up in the space in between. And if curiosity really is at the core of creativity, then it's probably important to leave room for it. Maybe the journey deserves a little more attention. Because when you make room on the journey, you're making room for curiosity.